Hey! The last digit of your like on this video by each who you are from Melon Playground, and the last digit of your subscription to my channel will show your Melon Playground item. So go down right now, subscribe and give me a like. Look at the screen. Notice the last digit of your like and your subscription and write in the comments who you are from Melon Playground. It's simple, if your like is number 8 and the last digit of your subscription is number 5, you're a lemon and a cactus. Show your imagination and enjoy the show. And great dear friends, you're on Melonfonk channel. In this video we're going to discuss the pros and cons of the 26.2025 update. Well, if you want to be in my next video like these guys, then follow some pretty simple conditions. First, you need to subscribe to my channel. Second, you need to like this video. And third, write a cool 3-word or more comment so that it can make it into my next video. Well, I won't waste your time and have fun watching. And so dear friends, not so long ago came out update 26.2025, and first of all it is a New Year's update, and here not everything is not so clear, as if there are no claims to it, but as if something is missing. But about everything in order, let's start from the beginning. Let's start with the pluses. And first of all it is the distribution of gifts. Frankly speaking, I really like this system. And first of all, it's not just some nonsense, in the opportunity to earn MELs, and MELs is an in-game currency, for which you can get paid content. By the way, you can get 300 MELs and 1 free gift on top of that if you enter my promo code when registering. The promo code will be in the pinned comment. Enter the promo code and get the gifts. So overall I really like the gift system, and for that I give it a fat plus. Really, this is a very high quality and cool update in terms of just one NPC. The robot has been very coolly redesigned. Firstly, they added new sounds to it. Secondly, they really added new physics just for the robot. For example, you can't kill him with just a small caliber pistol, you'll need at least a sniper for that. Also, for example, it sinks underwater, which is very cool. Well, electricity is like a new life for him, and he can live literally indefinitely, which is actually very cool. And he can't get stabbed with syringes, and he doesn't die from gas grenades, which is also cool and very important. It's great that they redesigned it, but I think it should have been done much earlier, but of course write your opinion in the comments. Also a small plus I would give a gas mask, like such a small object, but in general very atmospheric and cool. Very cool looks on the head of the NPC, and in principle quite functional. It fulfills its task of protecting NPCs from gas 100%, so here is also a small plus. Also the next plus I would give for new items for NPCs. Head of dragon fruit or just dragon fruit as an item, and in principle a jar of tomatoes for NPC tomato. A very cool innovation, a small addition that really adds to the game with its just uniqueness and mobility, which is great. I madly like that the developers pay attention to these little things, because it is very important to fill the game, so these items are very interesting and it's great that they added them. Write your evaluation in the comments, I will be very interested to know your opinion. The next small plus I would give for the new weapon Icicle. A really unusual weapon that dilutes basically what is already in the game. It looks insanely unusual and it's really functional, it can freeze other NPCs. Honestly, at first I was surprised when I saw it for the first time in the game, because it was not mentioned in the game. In general it's a really cool weapon that actually surprised me. So I give a bold plus here. The next plus I'll give for very interesting items, it's a frisgun. In fact, it is the opposite of the laser, it has exactly the same function to shoot a beam and reflect from various objects, but it freezes, that is, gives a minus temperature of the object, and the laser on the contrary, strongly positive. It is the antagonist of the laser and in general a very cool weapon I madly liked. Honestly, I was also surprised at first that it was added to the game, because it is completely unusual. I thought to add in some snowball or something similar and would also be cool as it seems to me, but the laser weapon and frisgun really complement each other and like one whole, although radically different from each other. I really like this addition and I give it a plus sign. But of course write your opinion in the comments. The next plus I would give for the new blocks, but here the plus is on a quarter, because they have their minuses, which of course we will talk about after we discuss all the pluses. All in all also a very cool addition, and the actual new blocks are completely unusual and 100% different from the usual blocks. First of all, they imitate winter objects in snow blocks and ice blocks so generally can slide on the map, which is quite interesting. Snow block is not so interesting, but also as a dilution of other building items, pretty cool. In general for these blocks I put 100% plus, but a quarter, because they have their disadvantages, which we will talk about later. But write your opinion in the comments. What grade you put the new blocks? Personally I would give them 7 points. Well, here we are smoothly approached to the minuses, unfortunately they are also present in the game. The first minus I would like to give for the design, but it's really shoddy, which year is the same. Third year in a row in the game the same design for the New Year's event. I expect something different every year. This year they just added gifts to the front background. And it's totally underhanded. I'm honestly shocked that developers can be so naked sometimes. I mean, realistically, you could have prepared for it, but just trivializing it is an artist's problem. What's the problem? Just add new textures on the background or on the front, so that it just looked festive, New Year's and something just want new, and every year the same thing is, frankly boring. So for the design I boldly put -1 point, but in general and the old Frabrantly also not bad, but I just want something new. Write your opinion in the comments of course. The next minus I will give all the same new blocks, but again the minus is not full, more like half. The whole problem is that they are buggy, let's say they melt insanely fast, although they melt so quickly should not. Or for example, the ice block in principle has no animation of destruction, although it should be. This is also a bug. To be honest, the developer has already learned about this problem, but for some reason did not roll out some patch to fix these problems. Although, as it seems to me, it should have been done, because it's a minor problem that can be fixed just at the snap of a finger for a couple of updates, but he did not do it and I generally do not blame him for it, perhaps, and do not need to worry about it. Still, the new blocks are really buggy. The next minus I would give to optimization, it's as terrible as it can be this year. You just look at these screenshots, I sent them in my Celerum channel, how horrible the bugs can be. My game broke and I had to tear everything down and reinstall the game. And only after that did it work. And no, the problem was not in the mods, because everything worked before. And so as soon as I installed everything anew, everything worked. Mods and buildings, the good guys are gone. Thankfully I have a separate folder with these things, so I'll get everything back in a very quick and soon. But still the optimization leaves really much to be desired. The next minus I would give for the endless bugs, from which, while actually get tired, I do not know what the problem is, but when for example run the game on Yandex Games in the browser, from the computer everything works perfectly, but the problem is that it does not work so well on an iPhone, on Android, or from an emulator. Everything works just as very badly. Again, I don't understand what the problem is. Maybe the problem is the engine, which is just not suitable just for mobile sites. And how to solve this problem I do not understand at all. What do you think about it? Be sure to write in the comments, but in the end still the pros outweigh the cons and in general 26.2025 can be called a successful update, but of course write your opinion in the comments. And that's the end of the departure video, thank you all for watching, good luck to everyone, goodbye and remember buddy, as always, see you the other day.